Okay, trying that again. It was an OBS problem, it would seem. Oh, actually snapped there. Let's take a look. We're back up. That's good. Mic seems to be working. Hopefully that's working for all the viewers that I lost for the moment there. Beesworth, can you hear me now? I hope so. Perfect. It was a problem with my OBS settings. And this is it's not unique to Twitch streaming. But with Twitch streaming, there's 1,000 moving parts. So when you don't have audio or the video doesn't work or there's juddering, it can be so many goddamn different things that it's really, really hard to narrow it down, as it were. Now, let's see. I have a couple of play lines here. I do not have any extra mana. I've been pretty interested in doing Goliath on the last turn. I think we do this. No, I appreciate that, Beesworth. I do. I do. Now, if I do Dr. Doom, that'll fill up. That's pretty full. How full is this? I think maybe I want to do this. Yes, of course. Of course I'm excited for Cookie Loaf. Of course. So hang on. So I'm going to, after this turn, I will have 1, 2, 3 spaces for Goliath. Yeah, I like this. And I already snapped. Sure hope I get and keep priority. I already have get. I hope I keep priority. It would seem so. Now, I can do this. And I think I probably want to force it right. Probably. He can certainly move his vision, but I don't know if he's getting any bigger than 11 power on the left. We'll just do this and ship it. I do not know how to play against this deck, and I was half distracted with my sound stuff, so I'm fine. And it's the first one to gold, so we're just going to keep getting the cubes in the middle. We win, we win, we lose, we lose. Keep it moving. Are there any, Beesworth, any football matches this weekend you're excited about? Want the Lions to win, Lions and Bills to win, and Chiefs to lose. I'm right there with you. I'm, Detroit needs everything that it should get. I support Buffalo. This is a personal thing. I support the Buffalo Bills because, number one, the players have to live in Buffalo, and that's got to be a bummer. If you're like a big, successful NFL player and, you've been a hot stud all your life, and now you just got to live in where the winters are just nightmares. Not great. And the putting people through the tables. I think it's just a wonderful thing. And of course the Chiefs need to lose. That's my number one thing. I don't care what happens with the Lions and the Bills as long as the Chiefs go down in the most embarrassing, humiliating way possible. That's what I'm about. And you know what? I don't think I'm alone in that. I think that broadly favors me. I'm not going to snap, at least not yet, but I kind of want to bluff snap. Oh, welcome to the party, Agatha. Perfect. You love Agatha with bar with no name. Phillies over Rams, because watching Phillies celebrate by destroying their city is always fun. Yeah. So I have... we can just do this. That's nice. And then we hope that Agatha doesn't screw us up too bad next turn. She will, but we hope she doesn't. I probably was going to snap before Agatha popped into my hand, but obviously I can't do that now. Really want Gambit to go left. Perfect. I might snap now, but I can't do that with Agatha in my hand. I could bluff snap here, but actually wait. I am going to snap, and the reason that I'm going to snap is because even if Red Guardian goes left, this is actually kind of okay, because I'll tie Bar with no name, and I could do Legion stuff. So we're good here. We're good here no matter what. Yeah. That was a situation where any number of things could go wrong, but only I had the tools to deal with. However, the various permutations they could go wrong, I could correct for it later. Yeah, okay, so I don't know, I guess that means Hela in hand. My hand is good, not great. I think I want to hang out. There's also an argument to snapping back, because 4 cubes is kind of the same thing as 5 cubes. But I have a lot of tools here. I'm going to be able to get Sarah down. Giganto is a ton of power. Maybe I can snipe. They probably snapped on the back of Hela. Maybe I'm pulling their Hela. And I also might be pulling down a huge, enormous card, and that's a bummer.
Minions to me.
Snap back on that. Doing this, not because I think I can win Monster Metropolis next turn, but because I want to keep the lanes open. I don't want to add too much power left because Giganto's going there. Honestly, X Mansion is... I'm ahead because Hela came down, but I'm behind because they have a bunch of power down. And so X Mansion might decide the game right here. It's good, and also okay. I think he got the better of that, but maybe not by much. We will absolutely do a Sarah. Two turns of Sarah is always awesome. Well, 3 turns is awesome, but yes, the more turns with Sarah on the board, the better. Big old Helicarrier. Now I can get cute with Acid Arrow or Hobgoblin, but actually I don't even know if I have enough power to get big enough there. Let's see, if I do this, so they have a couple of 10 powers, and I actually can't get bigger than 10 power with anything, I don't think. Lady Deathstrike could get to 10 power. Kind of want to throw mid, but he's got a lot of tools to win either of the other 2 lanes. I think we do this. I'm not in a great spot here. Him losing Ghost Rider is good. He's got 2 cards in his hand. What I would really like is a card that I can play with Giganto. I would love a card that I can play with Giganto. And there it is. I think we do a little of this and ship it. And if we win, we win. We lose, we lose. But that's feeling pretty good about that. Oh, Odin Hela. Cute. I wasn't anticipating that. I think I still win.
Victory.
Yeah. Odin makes sense. Odin makes a ton of sense. I now have their complete list. Yeah, it's so funny. When they nerfed Hela, everyone's like, she's in the grave. Dead card. What trash. And then immediately people cook up this thing. And I think it's really good. I actually don't know how good it is, but people seem really excited about it. So I will assume that it's good. Oh, love some Galacta boosters. Been working on getting God splits on Galacta and Iron, what is it called? Iron Patriot? Making progress on Alliance missions. Alliance missions, bunch of doo-doo. It is what it is. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. B, what are you, Beesworth, if you're still there, or anyone else for that matter, what are you up to tonight? Anything terribly exciting? Or, for that matter, anything cool going on this coming weekend that we can vamp about a little bit? My opponent's Arisham, and I got Doom 29 in hand, and I'm going to be able to put cards in Muir Island. I'm going to snap and make him have it, as it were. Ah, well. Weekend is all drinking and football. Just as the Lord intended. Oh, fun. What is, I mean, I don't know if you know this offhand, but he, Abed was working at a crazy augmented reality gaming company, and I'm curious if he's still doing that or what's going on there. Yeah, I suspected that might have happened. That's a pretty hard business to run. Kind of want to stop filling up left there. Could do something like this. Because I'm going to be getting... Well, he... Kind of like this. This is a little kooky. Well, he's got his own Doom 2099. But I am ahead on units on the board, and Muir Island, that will be meaningful. That said, if he's got some kind of tech about it, I'm not terribly happy. Don't actually know where I want to be growing this stuff. Be here to remain competitive. Notably, Ajax is going to grow as things get played in his Typhoid Mary Lane. And, I was going to say, he needs to play something or get something over to Muir Island to compete, but he got that. This is a little awkward.
Opponent snapped.
I think he probably beats me here. Dr. Doom certainly cooks me, unless I snipe it with Goliath. This is tricky. If I had not drawn Goliath, this is just a leave. But I did draw Goliath. Because I drew Goliath, it makes it a little harder to just get out of here. Now that said, we are just in for 2. And we are this is an edge case. If this was gold, if this was the first match, I would stay in, for sure. If this was the last match, I would leave, for sure. The fact that it's the middle one, Not really sure. Yeah, I don't have priority. The thing is, what I'm... thank you for that. The added bit that is on my mind, and kind of the... I don't know the math behind this, or the odds behind this, built on the math behind this, but the thing is, Typhoid Mary with Ajax. My thinking was, if he's going to get any cards over here, Ajax gets commensurately bigger, which might be enough, but there's so many mites there. It's just 2 cubes. I don't know. I think I likely lost there if I stayed in, and leaving was correct. Well, leaving was almost certainly correct, but there was a chance I could have won, possibly. I don't know. But happy to get out there for 2 cubes. I'm seeing, actually, I wonder, looking at his list, I should have paid closer attention. That might have been a random Doom 2099, which is meaningful. He does not actually run that card in his deck. Ah. Well, Loki's a little scary for purposes of, him having Red Guardian going. This is another case where it's like, if he drew Red Guardian... I'm not... you shouldn't be playing around specific cards. But my opponent last time, he did kind of a boomer snap, which tells me that he's more likely to snap like when he's got the goods and only then. And this is a little bit too of a marginal case with Loki down on turn 2. So this is another case where I think probably they could have stayed and played that out, but let's just get out for one. You got a snack request that you can bring on Sunday. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. The cookie loaf, of course. Well, this is a funny, which lane do you play for? We'll do this. Got his probably randomly generated Malekith. Argument to me storming here. Actually, I don't really want to play the Beta Ray Bolt because I'm going to get the cost reduction. Maybe I do want to storm here. Something like this actually might make sense as kooky as that look. I guess I don't need to play the Chimichanga right now. We're going to do this.
Wind, aid my hand.
Cheeky Chimichanga eating Sebastian Shaw. Copycat is Malekith. I kind of like snapping here. He's got 5 mana, and I can get over there with Doom. Yeah, okay. My opponent, I think, playing it really straightforward, seemingly, with the snapping. Snapping when they definitely have it, and leaving when they definitely don't. Not a huge data set, but we're going to play it like that anyway. I really like Iron Patriot. I think that it's a pretty good card. It's always annoying when the card that Iron Patriot makes is the play that I want to make on that turn. That's not exactly the case here, but it could and frequently is the case there. I'm guessing that's going to be a Galacta. No discount for me. Other than the Fastos stuff. Cable's pretty cool. Super Scroll. Is there any meaning there? Is that a... No. He's got main deck Malekith. What the hell? That is his main deck? Wow. This is a weird Arisham list. We're going to Doom. The reason that we're going to Doom is because it'll make... Well, you could... As opposed to other cards, obviously Doom is good. We get over to Stark Tower for some extra power, and Mockingbird becomes deeply discounted. I kind of almost want to snap here. Call Obsidian, I'm not going to be able to play. I'm not going to snap, but I kind of want to snap.
Doom rules all.
All systems go.
And now, oh well, Maria Hill lets me do this. What I was going to say was I want to throw Baxter Building to do some psychological games here. I think I like this. I actually think there's an argument to playing everything middle. I think this wins a lot of the time.
Victory.
I probably could have snapped earlier. Playing against Arisham, I understand why people hate the card. It is uncomfortable a lot of the time. I think Valentina over Bruce Banner for turn 2 makes sense because I can play Bruce Banner. Well, yeah, I think that probably is what I want to do. I'll point out my sweet God split with Valentina here. This round is going to take 2 hours. Yes, it is. I mean, nothing. It's a lot of fun, quote unquote. But yes, it's going to take a minute. Actually, so if I play Aranya now, can I fill up left next turn? That's 2-2. No, I'm not good. Well, if I do this, hang on. This is maybe the play. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This looks weird, but we're doing this. So my logic here, I'm going to be able to activate Aranya, fill up the raft, but not fill up the raft, you know. Let's do this. Activate Aranya, and do that. Do I even snap that? I think I might kind of want to snap it. Kuramum, to your point, this is gold. This is Gold Conquest. I want to make good content. We don't need to make this a absolute paint drying sweat fest. Doing some sassy snaps might be the right play, even if it's not the right play, you know. Bar Sinister always makes me think of. Will a naked Doctor Doom win it? I considered playing on Lichigulia. I actually do not know how to pronounce that. Lichigulia. Because my opponent was likely not going to try and contest that. Oh, 2 cards. Sure, okay. Oh, actually, well, the play line here that gave me pause. I think I want to do this anyway, but I was going to say I can What the hell? Oh, do they have like... This is Agatha in their hand, probably. Well, that's pretty confusing. So what I was the brief pause there as I talk and I think I kind of want to snap back. I guess is Legion what I'm afraid of here. That also could be that if he's going to turn off Bar Sinister here. He has priority and all that. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm not going to snap back. I'm not going to leave. Because this reads to me like the Legion's coming down. Yep. Yep. Now, all of that said, the Crown Cities calculate where it goes. It calculates the first one, calculates the second one, calculates the third one. So winning the third one matters. I mean, they all matter, but... He has priority. If I'm him, I'm probably moving the Legion, playing another big card in middle, and just how could one get over the top of that? And I don't think I can, actually. So I think I might have to leave here. There's some play lines that beat some of his play lines, but I don't think that unless a very narrow thing happens, I'm not likely to win that. And therefore, leaving is correct. I'm really confused with my opponent's Malekith in the list, though, because I've only seen 4 cards that are actually in this guy's deck. Malekith does, just kind of thinking out loud. I'm going to snap here. Malekith does make sense for Arishem in that 4 drops are important. You want to go a little heavier on the 4s. But I can't think that that's, like, the most correct 4 to put in there. I don't know. Two cards in. Like, does this mean he's a Professor X? That's a weird to play both those cards in that lane. Doctor Doom's pretty good. That said, I'm pretty concerned about a Professor X coming down. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's weird to have played Cable and Coulson in the same lane there. Very tempted to Red Guardian middle. I'm not going to do that because the likelihood of him playing another card middle is high. And maybe I could just get over the top with Gilgamesh. But I am tempted just the same. Yeah, he played other cards. It's Iron Patriot, I guess. Don't think you're going to beat me, buddy.
Doom rules all.
And I just play Gilgamesh in the lane that the bot does not go into. Ah, well, that actually makes it a little bit more interesting. Now, I actually do not need... This is an interesting case here. Like, an extra Doombot really doesn't matter all that much. So, like, what I could or should do is just try and get maximally huge. I'm afraid Shang-Chi cooks me left. I think we want to do this. I think this is the play line. I'll play that because why not? Don't know what card that card could be to beat me? Nah, it's not gonna do it.
Victory.
Auriship giveth, Auriship taketh away. Moonstone. I have not been following how Moonstone could or should be used. And so I need to remind myself how that all should go. I'm not feeling great about all this, and seemingly neither is my opponent. That's fine. Well, okay. Sure hope that Anti-Venom survives here. It's kind of thing like, if it does, I snap, and if it doesn't, I leave when he snaps. Maybe? This game. Oh, Lyeth is cool, though. Lyeth is, in fact, very cool. Well, my Legion in the Danger Room genius looks a little less genius now that he's got a Kyera down. Alright, Moonstone, you got anything? Yeah, I could be in an okay spot, like Goliathing this thing, and that reads to me like he's gonna play Blob right now. And like, I can beat that. Do I want to risk it all here? Particularly with Danger Room active. Or bail and try and win 2 in a row. I think I'm leaving. That Danger Room not killing his Malekith and killing my Anti-Venom was a bummer. Well, you can't get much of a better starting hand than that, so that's okay. Please, okay. You don't want that to do 2099. Hidden Galactus, fine. And if I lose this, that's fine. What more could you ask for than this opening hand? Yes, but putting my opponent now that my opponent's kind of list becomes a little bit more established. I see that he's got Coulson, which it just does not make sense. Coulson is a bad Auriship card now. It was not always the case. In fact, it used to be awesome. But it's bad now. So what I'm going to do is play Doom here to protect against Red Guardian. This, of course, runs the risk of filling up a lane early. But I'd much rather fill up the lane early than be vulnerable to Red Guardian. So we don't want the Doombot to go left. That's my wish list right now. I want the Doombot to go in the mid or the right lane. Of course. Thanks, game.
Doom rules all.
That's good. I wanted that Doombot to go right. He is going to try and win left and right. And I very much want to stop him from doing that. So if I do this, I go up to 17 in the right lane. Plus 2. Yeah, this is the right play. The argument, really the only two lines of play here is, do you do... well, I guess this. Just one card in the right lane, and then hope it makes a bot over here, or try and do 2 cards in the right lane. And not get a Doom bot. And I think that this is ultimately going to be the most power, and it forces him to do a little bit more on the left. And if we lose, we lose. And there's many, many, many ways that I lose here, but I think this is the winningest play against the most average of hands. Oh, Enchantress, of course, of course. So he had 3 mana for that, the next card, whatever that is. Nah, we're still gonna win. Yeah, you know, as I look around, as I think about it, particularly with Moonstone being, that's her name, the card of the week, it really feels like you should get Enchantress in your deck, and my Copycat is a real flexy flex spot. Oh yeah, it is good fist bump for my opponent. That's very respectable. Happy to go 10 rounds with this gentleman. Or lady, or other. Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Couple of lines here. I don't love anything. I don't want to play either the Miss Marvel or the Jessica Jones because they're going to be discounted if I win. I think this is the play. I could Storm, but then I'm not adding any power in those lanes, and I want kind of Comertage to remain Comertage. Maybe actually, now that I think about it, the right play is this. Try and win the thing, and then throw down a Miss Marvel thing. Miss Marvel Mystique. Let's do this. Now, fun fact, Red Guardian does not stop Iron Patriot from triggering. That said, oh, you know what? I'm not winning that location, so that does stop that. Yeah, alright. I'll take it. Hello, Alloy202, and a good day to you. I hope that you're having a good day, good evening on this atypical evening stream. Now, what I kind of want to have happen is a fun surprise double Marvel Mystique on the last turn, but that requires that's not useful unless it's actually triggerable. So I don't think I actually can get, as you say, maybe actually this is the play. I think that this is the play. Because I can get stuff out. Well, the alternative being swapping the Storm and the Cloak. I like this. And so what I'm trying to set up is a Miss Marvel Mystique middle lane for surprise power. Actually, I think probably this is the no, because then I can't get over there. So it has to be this. I would very much like to keep Baxter Building on because I'm not actually going to have a ton of power mid. But this is the most fun play that we're going to do.
Doom rules all.
Doom mid is a bunch of power.
Doom rules all.
Do not know if I'm going to be able to get over the top of that.
Wind, aid my hand.
So, I'm adding 4 power to the middle. And I can't move Iron Patriot over. So like this has to be the play. Alliath Threat is scary, but like this is the play. Like, I set this up. I'm not changing horses midstream now. And the reason I would have liked to have kept Jessica Jones in the middle, but there is no way to get both of these triggers off on the other side. And again, this might not be the most optimal play, but it's the play that I want to do. And if we lose, we lose. My opponent, I love my opponent. They have the best card back, and after going all of these rounds, they did the fist bump. So if we lose, like, I'm happy to lose to them, and we just ship it here. That was good. And let me tell you why that was good. Yes, a very good win. That was good because I set that up 4 turns ago. I knew that that's how I wanted to end the game, and I needed to do some creative plays to get 2 sets of cards on either end. And it was not obvious how to do that, but we threaded the needle. We're able to thread the needle because I set this up 4 turns ago. And it worked out okay. Now, had my opponent not turned off, but hadn't let Iron Patriot win that lane, I maybe would have won more convincingly. But that was a fun match, a fun win at the very end. Thank you for noticing. So, Aloe, I asked this earlier. I'll ask it again. You doing anything fun today, tonight, this weekend? That was a good game. Oh, and we got boosters for Galacta again. Perfect. Throw some upgrades at that. Real quick. Trying to get both Galacta and Iron Patriot to either gold or gold plus Crackle, of course, or ink plus Crackle. I do not mess with just ink. And so these are the... But that said, I am out of boosters for both of those things. And so I'm just doing the every 8-hour stuff, and whenever I collect the boosters organically through the play. And as I look at OBS, you guys, because of the way that I have this set up, it's actually kind of difficult to see my entire deck because of my dumb layout. That's my fault. I'm sorry. But what you can't see, you cannot see 3 of the cards. The rest of them, gold, except for Galacta, which I'm, as you just saw, trying to make gold. And Iron Patriot, which I am working on making gold. And then my Arishem list will be the most blinged of blinged out. Good. Stupid alliance missions. That's such an annoying thing. I do not like the distribution of alliance missions. Alright. Keeping it going. Whoops. Keeping it going by clicking on the right thing. I do not normally play on the desktop. When I am not streaming and I'm playing Marvel Snap, I am doing so on my phone. And when I play on my phone, the layout is different, of course, and so I don't know where a lot of this stuff is, kind of organically. It's exciting. Gold 3. I have not done a ton of Gold Conquest yet this season. I believe I've used 3 or 4 tickets, I don't remember, and I have won twice, so that's already good luck. And the standard disclaimer, I am running the same Arishem list virtually that I've been running for the past month, it feels like. Oh, wait, no, I want... get out, cancel. I remembered that I want to get Enchantress in there. We're going to take out Copycat, and we're putting in Enchantress. Now, there's a lot of counter synergy with Doom 2099 and Enchantress, which I hasten to add is already gold. However, it is unlikely that I will need both of those things. And if I do need both of those things, it is unlikely that the drawback will outweigh the benefit. Put differently, if I am in a situation where I've got Doom 2099 on the board and lots of my power added by Doombots, even a couple of Doombots in the lane that I'm about to Enchantress in, if my opponent is running, as we're seeing a little bit of the meta, Moonstone stuff or just other ongoing shenanigans, the Enchantress will do more benefit than harm. And then, of course, if I don't have Doom 2099 on the board, Enchantress is just a straight-up positive. And then last but not least, as I have discussed, 4-drops are good in Arisham now. You just... I'm hesitant to say you can't have too many of them, but throwing down a 4-drop on 4... throwing down a 4-drop on 3 is a cool thing to do. Thinking more about the snack question for Beesworth, if you're still there. The thing, I don't know how you folks live your lives with regards to snacks. Let me tell you how I live my life with regards to snacks. I don't like to keep snacks around. I love snacks. Snacks are among my favorite thing. And I like a lot of different kinds of snacks. I can go on at length about my favorites and like constant favorites, things I like to eat with sandwiches, things that are good standalone, snacks all day long. And so I don't like to keep snacks around because I do not have the self-control to not just go nuts knowing that like I'm just a couple seconds away from a delicious so-and-so or so-and-so and so-and-so. And so whenever I'm like in the mood for something specifically, then I will go out and seek out the particular snack, and you know, if I kind of earned it and all that. So my friend is coming over on, oh yeah, Big Beesworth, you're still there. Coming over on Sunday. He's like, what snacks do you want me to bring? It's like, I don't know, man. Like it's a very thoughtful thing. I just don't know. My opponent, not in an alliance, which I generally view as like a good thing for my opponent, or to have an opponent that's not in an alliance. Wait, am I seeing that right? That they yeah, they have the Venom card back though. That's telling. It's not an easy thing to get. So my opponent, an Arisham player with Quinjet on 1, I am out of here.
Escaped.
I also, in talking about the Arisham of the past versus Arisham of the future, or rather Arisham of the present, post-nerf Arisham, I don't know how I feel about Quinjet. You know, you love Quinjet. Who doesn't, you know, want to have all your cards discounted? It's enormously powerful. However, I don't know if there's room for it. All right, so Colleen Wing is cost the least. I happily throw it down to get rid of Bast. Not snapping or anything. It just feels good to do this. But yeah, with Quinjet, it's, you know, 1-drops make sense now in a way that they didn't used to. We're watching College Football Championship on Monday. Pizza and potatoes. Hell yeah. I love that so much. Tell me, are you... I do not watch college football. And as a result, I have no relationship or even understanding of, like, the landscape. So you're watching the college football championship. Aren't there lots of them? Are there not multiple bowls, or is this, like, is there a particular one that is the biggest one? What are you watching? And on Monday, anyway. And are you supporting in part or in full one of the teams over the other team, or it's just we're all going to have a nice time?
Enchantress.
UW lost the big one last year. But, like, what do you mean big one? This is what I'm saying. It's like, you know, there's this bowl and that bowl, and, I don't think you're eligible for all the bowls. The way that college football does, like, playoffs and championships is just truly... This is an awkward situation. Like, making copies of Mockingbird, which is strong, and I have an Enchantress in hand, which is always great. But my opponent is snapped, and, like, I'm not in a commanding position, and the rest of my hand is kind of doo-doo. I'm getting out of here for 1 cube. Monday is the final. I don't understand how they get there. Now, that said, not to defend or attack the system. I saw... this is the worst kind of storytelling. I saw a tweet, and I don't even remember the details. There's some commentator of college football that apparently is pretty aggressively, like, dismissive. I'm not going to snap back, but I'm certainly staying. Of certain teams. So, like, so-and-so team will be in a bowl, and he'll just be like, this team doesn't deserve to be in the bowl. Like, just straight up insulting the whole team. And so somebody tweeted, this guy, whatever his name is. This guy loves 2 things. Shit-talking college teams about how they shouldn't be in bowls. And calling people out that call him out. Or insulting people that call him out for that behavior. And I thought that was funny. The system deserves to be attacked. I like that. Now, Doritos are a must, but only a Super Bowl. Then you're supposed to eat buffalo chicken thighs and other garbage. I'm here for that, man. I love it all. Hell yeah. Now, I'm in a really great spot because of the Doom 2099 Legion I can do right now. But the thing is, I'm not going to have priority, probably. And he's already got a bunch of power on the board and can put on a big Red Hulk. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. Root against Ohio State? Absolutely. You had me at rooting against Ohio State. I am not a college football guy, but I hate Ohio. I hate everything associated with Ohio. I'm from Pennsylvania. So what I want to do, I'm going to play the Doom here. And I want the Doombot to go left so I can get priority here. Oh, maybe I should have put the Doom. Perfect. All right. Here's what's going to happen, folks. I am snapping back. And I am playing Legion onto Luke's bar. And I'm going to collect Doombots and win this game. Now, he might have Dr. Doom, excuse me, which allows him to get over the top, but this is what we're doing. And if that's Red Guardian, I'm going to be pretty upset, although I still will be ahead. Get back up there. And let's see. So I could do cute stuff like Iron Patriot to generate a card. Actually, this sticks the Iron Patriot. So yes, we are doing this. And I'll do this just to protect against a Red Guardian that he maybe wants to throw down right now. And then the final turn I can do it Eliath. Oh yeah, Eliath will be useful here. Really don't like this power stacking on the right here. I was kind of hoping to get to contest left or mid, because I'm not adding. I'm only if the bots continue to go to the right, I can't win mid, and there's many 1, 2, or 3 drops that are bigger than 5 power on the left. But we'll certainly turn off whatever it's about to do here, and probably win. Where the nightmare, but the thing that we don't want to see is for him to play Dr. Doom in the right lane, and get over the top of me left and mid, because my Doombots refuse to appear in the right place. This delay is good. The fact that he hasn't locked it in means that he's thinking about it and does not have the obvious Dr. Doom situation happening. All right. All right.
Victory.
Doom 2099, pretty good card. Film at 11. Pet peeve of mine. It's not like that trope, that turn of phrase that I did of so-and-so obvious thing or more information 11. It's not news at 11. That's the wrong turn of phrase. That isn't what happens. What this comes from is in the before times, there would be a commercial for the news later. Be like, here's all the cool stuff that's going to be in the news. Tune in. And they'll like tease stuff and say, film at 11. I don't like that my opponent is going to probably stay ahead on Classical Blackstone, but I ain't leaving. So you would say, the commercial would say film at 11 because like there's this cool stuff. You would never say news at 11 because the news is always going to be at 11. That's not new information. Well, that's the thing. It's from, like the info, as it were, the. How do I want to do this? Or like this. The origin of the source materials from 1998, but you see it all the time. Film at 11, like that's just in Reddit comments and everywhere else. That's just the nomenclature that these references come up, and sometimes it's correctly listed as film at 11, but a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's people say news at 11, and it is wrong. So a couple lines of play here. I kind of want to fill up left. I guarantee filling up left to kill this Widow's Kiss. But then again, Iron Man is the most power. But then again, a Galacta Iron Man is particularly strong. Just never watch anything live and you don't see it. But no, this is the point. It's not I'm not saying the problem is the people in the commercials for news. I'm saying that people on the internet trying to be cute, like the joke that I made earlier, they'll say something online now in 2025 and say news at 11. And that they're using that wrong, and that's my pet peeve. So that's not about watching the news, it's about people talking. Tons of mana. I don't like this because I can't use a ton of mana in a way that he could use a ton of mana. Now, that said, there is a I don't like. Did my opponent snap because I kind of want to snap here? Step back? Snapping back. He has a lot of mana and stuff, but like, I'm adding a ton of power, and I'm fine putting it all in the middle here, putting the pressure on. So yeah, the point is, whenever I hear something at 11, it's a little bit activating because I see it wrong all the time, and we're at the point now where the source of that reference is kind of lost on people, so it's never going to fix itself unless people like me rant about it. Now, there's many, 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 many ways that I lose here. My opponent has a lot of cards. They're probably going to be able to get at least ahead on one lane this turn, if not more, and have the ability to throw down a bunch of stuff. I'm vulnerable to a bunch of things, but I'm also strong unless he's got specific things.
I am Iron Man.
Now, notably, my opponent has... I was like, I don't like that, but of course I do like that because it makes the thing go away. Oh, well, now there's that angel. I have a couple of lines here. I must first think, do I want to... Now, I like that he's only ahead in one lane. He's only got the one extra mana. Do I want to make another Doombot? And I think the answer is no. I think that I can get away with not doing any kind of Doombot stuff. Hmm. Okay. It really was. It's hard for like. There's a lot of play lines there. They're very similar, but they are different. And it's very hard for me to go through them in my mind. But what I'm thinking about there, and I'll just vamp for a minute, is where is he gonna attack, and do I want to go super hard on the left, or do a surprise dump in the middle, or try and split both ways, and is Shadow King a risk? Shadow King would cook me in a couple of different ways, and anyway, moral of the story is that was a way to kind of maximize left, but it would lose to a Shadow King. I think I don't have it in front of me anymore, and I think that then he's got 5 leftover mana, which I think can get over the top in one of the other, and certainly in the excuse me, the word's so hard. I think I'm gonna do Daredevil now. It's important that Doom 2099 does not end in Clintar. If Daredevil goes over to Clintar, so be it. But I want perfect. But yes, Corum, to your point, that is certainly a line that I considered and very well might have played. But I was thinking about the ways in which I lose, and Shadow King was at the top of that list, and Shadow King demolishes me in the left. Now that said, maybe Shadow King would have beaten any line, and so you don't play around it. I'm not sure. I don't love that. They're going to get themselves a big 14 power symbiote in the mid for free. Adam Warlock for draws? Question mark? I think probably. I could also try and make a gigantic thing in the Clintar and then Arnim Zola it. I don't know. I think this is probably fine. Opponent just running Cosmo. I do like that. I think Cosmo in a main deck is like almost never an objectively bad idea. I'm in a pretty good spot in this series, but you never know when you're playing an Arsham opponent. Well, anyway, Core Mom, I hope that you have an awesome championship football thing. And I hope that Ohio loses so bad. I don't even have a metaphor for it. All right, so they're... Oh, Agatha! That's funny. Well, I think I just Galacta here. That sucks to have your last match playing like you've got Agatha. All right, so I think I like Arnim Zola here, and if I make a couple of Dooms, great, bots for days. And if I make a couple of Doom bots, that's still okay. I'm not even going to think about it. That's just what we're doing. Hope they Cleveland Browns. We should make Ohio a verb just for losing or botching or being bad. Yeah, I hope they Ohio it. Yeah, to be clear, Corum, I fully support like a good game. There's many permutations that Ohio, like, just gets dumpstered. Now, we would have liked the Doom 2099 to go in those lanes. Many permutations where Ohio gets dumpstered, but, like, also it's a good, fun game to watch. Oh. I think we're still ahead there. I think that this might be a win, folks. We did it! We did it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 ticket, 1 win. It's just that easy. Yeah, hope makes it hurt more. Yeah, so how I'm imagining this, and let me go to the... I'll give my... I don't know if I should fist bump here. I never know what's rude or not. I'm not going to do it. So, to Beesworth point and Koromum's point, yeah, there's middle ground here where we can have like a thrilling football game, tons of back and forth, tons of points, and then like towards the end, after you've gotten a really entertaining time and the snacks have been had and you know, the adrenaline's going, then Ohio does just, you know, one super huge error, a cacophony, just a cavalcade of mistakes towards the end. But yeah, it's a super embarrassing climax that is like a crushing thing and like goes viral. That's how bad it is, while still having a good football game up to that point. Drawing Doom as frequently as you do makes it pretty easy. That is true. I did draw Doom quite a bit in those 3 matches. No argument here. Kind of related to that, I got one of those games I got cooked by Danger Room. And there's a lot of discussion on Danger Room about is it really 25%? Because often it feels much higher than 25%. And the thing is, in my own personal, this is not scientific, this is not even what I fully believe, but just the way that I feel over time for me, my experience with Danger Room is indeed, I have had cards die at a higher than 25% rate, dare I say, higher than 50% rate. Getting unlucky on the number of cards that I lose to Danger Room. However, historically, the times that I have not gotten unlucky at Danger Room, or rather my opponent has gotten unlucky in Danger Room, has in a handful of cases been huge swings. So in order to win the series, I need them to play on Danger Room, and I need Danger Room to kill the card, and then that happens, and then I win. And even if leading up to that, I had 10 out of 10 of my cards beaten by Danger Room, that one time of kind of it being on my side causing me to win has happened more than a handful. Yeah, it feels good. I was assembling a couch earlier and watched episode 1 of Severance and looked at the clock, and it was only whatever time it was, 9 something, 8 something. And I was like, I'm gonna do some evening streaming, and hopefully some people will come hang out. And you guys came and hang out, and we won a gold conquest. Feeling pretty chuffed. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. Now, with that said, I'm gonna call it there, and we're gonna raid somebody. We're gonna figure out who to raid here. And I will certainly raid a Marvel Snap streamer so we can keep the drops going for you. Yeah, no, Koromum, that's what I'm saying. I think that code exists for my opponents. And for me, like, those numbers are kind of swapped. But that would be so funny if there's just a developer. Maybe they don't even work there anymore. It's just a developer who is an intern. They worked at Second Dinner for 2 weeks. They sat down at their desk, and the only thing that they did was tweak Danger Room for that. It made it super smart. It would calculate, can you win here? And it would just be smart in an awful way. I think that would be pretty funny. Unlikely. Almost impossible. But possible. And pretty funny. So what I want to do here, we're going to find... We're going to... Oh, I know. We're going to do Gaming with Flash X. Heck yeah. I like his clips. Starting raid, getting in there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate the company. I hope you enjoyed the games. Koromum, I hope you have a great football match on Monday. Forget what day that was. My apologies. And may Michigan triumph over the infidels of Ohio State University. That's another thing you can do separately. Don't call it the Ohio State University because that's what they want you to call it. Call it Ohio State University because it just twings the back of their brain. And Beesworth, I look forward to Cookie Loaf. And everyone else that hung out. Alloy, if you're still there, everybody is kind of hanging out. I really appreciate you hanging out. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, Anika, alright. Then lost 1,000,000 games on stream. I seriously doubt it was 1,000,000 games. Nevertheless, Pulse, you have yourself a wonderful night. Rest well, my friend. Nevertheless, here we are. We're playing some Marvel Snap, y'all. I gotta do some Iron Patriot stuff, so let's just, this one is fine, right? Little baby Mac action. And with the back-to-back Nate the Great Martin to me.